Your voice determines whether women see you as attractive or invisible, whether men respect you or dismiss you, and whether you command a room or blend into the background. But here's what's insane. Most men are walking around with squeaker voices sounding like you're a little girl. I'm about to show you 5 scientifically backed methods that will permanently deepen your voice. And the first one is so counterintuitive that it'll blow your mind. Notice I said permanently, not temporarily with some weird vocal tricks, but actual physiological changes that make your voice naturally deeper forever. And here's the kicker. I actually tested these on myself and tracked the results. My voice went from average to legitimately deep, and I have the data to prove it. But first, let's talk about why this matters more than you think. Studies show that men with deeper voices earn more money, are seen as more attractive, and are automatically perceived as leaders. Women rate deep-voiced men as more masculine and sexually desirable. It's not fair, but it's biology. Your voice literally determines how the world sees you. Now here's where it gets interesting. Most men think voice depth is purely genetic. That's completely wrong. Your voice can change dramatically based on 5 specific factors, and I'm going to show you exactly how to manipulate each one. The first method sounds crazy, but it's the most effective. Strengthen your neck muscles. And before you laugh, let me explain the science. Put your hand on your throat right now. Feel those 2 long muscles running from behind your ears to your collarbone. Those are your sternocleidomastoids. And when they're tense, they literally tug on your vocal cords, making your voice higher. I tested this for months. Every day at 2 p.m., I recorded my voice using vocular, then did neck exercises. Here's what happened. My voice actually got higher first, shooting from 105 hertz to 113 hertz. That's because weak muscles get weaker before they get stronger. But then something incredible happened. My voice gradually dropped month after month to 89 hertz. That's going from Edward Norton to John Hamm territory. The exercise is simple. Lie on a bench with your head hanging off and slowly nod your head up and down like you're doing sit-ups with your neck. 3 sets of 20 reps every other day. But here's the part nobody talks about. You also need to stretch your neck to prevent tension buildup. The second method is fixing how you breathe, and this one had the biggest immediate impact on my voice. Right now, watch your shoulders as you breathe. Are they moving up and down? If yes, you're doing it wrong. This is called shallow breathing, and it puts tension directly on your vocal cords. Instead, breathe with your diaphragm. As you inhale, your stomach should expand while your shoulders stay completely still. This removes all tension from your neck and vocal cords, instantly deepening your voice. The difference is immediate and dramatic. But here's what's wild. Most people have been breathing wrong their entire lives. Shallow breathing doesn't just make your voice higher, it increases stress and reduces athletic performance. Fix your breathing and you fix multiple problems at once. The third technique is something called aspiration, and you can test this right now. Open any voice app and speak normally, then try speaking in a breathier, more relaxed way, like you're talking through a sigh. Tom Hiddleston is a perfect example of this. Watch your voice pitch drop immediately. Here's the crazy part. A 2014 study found that women prefer breathy voices so much that they'd choose a high-pitched breathy voice over a deep non-breathy one. This technique doesn't just make you sound deeper, it makes you sound more attractive. The fourth method is stupidly simple, but incredibly powerful. Drink more water. And before you skip this thinking, it's obvious, listen to this. Dehydration literally shrinks your vocal cords. Less water equals less mass, which means thinner, squeakier vocal cords. Here's the shocking statistic. 75% of Americans are chronically dehydrated. That means 3/4 of men are walking around with artificially high voices just because they're not drinking enough water. I tested this extensively. My hydrated voice is so much deeper than my dehydrated voice that they barely overlap. The similarity is only 10 to 20%. Get a large jug, fill it every morning, and drink throughout the day. Room temperature works best because cold water contracts your throat muscles. This one change alone can drop your voice significantly. The fifth technique challenges everything you think you know about deep voices. Be more monotone. Clint Eastwood is always mentioned when people talk about deep voices, but here's the weird thing. His actual pitch is just average. So why does everyone think he has a deep voice? Monotony. A recent study found that men with monotone voices have more sexual partners. The research showed that voices with less pitch variation were consistently rated as deeper even when they weren't actually deeper. Pitch variation was almost as important as actual pitch in determining whether a voice sounded deep. This explains why some guys with average voices sound more masculine than guys with actually deep voices. It's not just about frequency, it's about control and steadiness. Now here's something most articles won't tell you. Vocal fry, that creaky, low sound, should actually make you sound more authoritative since it's the lowest register of human voice. But studies show the opposite. Listeners rate voices with vocal fry as less trustworthy, less educated, and less competent. Even though it's technically deeper, it makes you sound weaker. The solution is conscious control. Your voice is like any other muscle. You can train it. Breathe from your diaphragm, stay hydrated, strengthen your neck, speak with aspiration, and maintain steady pitch. These aren't temporary tricks, they're permanent changes. Here's what nobody talks about. Your voice affects everything. Job interviews, dating, social interactions, even how much money you make. Men with deeper voices earn higher salaries and are promoted faster. It's unconscious bias, but it's real. The transformation doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen. I tracked my progress for months and watched my voice systematically deepen. The data doesn't lie. These techniques work if you're consistent. Most guys will watch this video, think it's interesting, then do nothing. Don't be most guys. Pick one technique and start today. Your future self will thank you when doors start opening that were previously closed.